Welcome back, winners, losers, and listeners, to your now double-digit podcast, episode 10, with your hosts, Jacob and Jeremy. Today, we'll be talking a lot about some games we've had a chance to play this week, some new games releasing soon, and some spicy sales you're going to want to get your hands on. But before we get into all of that, Jacob here is going to cover last week's trivia question. Jacob, take it away.
Which, for those of you that don't remember what last week's trivia question was, or are tuning in for the first time, last week's trivia question was as follows. What popular video game was purchased for more than $1 billion, I repeat, $1 billion by Microsoft? I'll give you a second to think about that, and while you do, the answer is your favorite block game, Minecraft. Minecraft was purchased last year, I believe it was, by Microsoft for $1 billion. Jeremy, being the smartass he was last week, decided to say Call of Duty, which, while a correct answer, was not the answer we were looking for. Minecraft was the actual answer. So,
Hey, but I got it right.
unfortunately, I guess,
But
unfortunately,
it's technically a
nobody got
studio.
the answer right. Nobody did try last week. Maybe nobody just had a clue. I don't know. We'll find out. As a reminder, remember, we will post a trivia question or mention a trivia question in the podcast every week, and you need to get the question right and find lovely little Frankie. You can hear him, you might see him, you might see both. You never know. Find him. Let us know on any of our social medias at Win Lose Listen or on our website at winloselisten.com. Let us know. And if you find him, we'll give you a $10 gift card of your choice. That can be anything. You want a Chili's gift card to take out that one
A hot
blonde
date?
woman down the street on a hot date? Have at it. You want a Dave and Buster's gift card so you can go and maybe win that I don't know, whatever the fuck they give away there. I don't know. We'll
I have
find
no
out.
idea.
Or if you just want a Netflix card so you can renew that subscription that you've somehow has increased in price every month, you can do that too. But you got to get the question right, and you got to find Frankie. So do those, and it's all yours. Jeremy, I think I would like if you told me about a very popular website that is just all of the rays.
All the
The
rays?
craze?
The
All the
craze?
craze.
All the craze.
Cr-
All
all the
right.
craze. What is
So,
that?
as you know, every week we talk about this because me and Jacob both are very big supporters of this website. We actually, recently just used it to buy a game. The website is G2A. G2A is the quickest and easiest way to get games at a discount for all your platforms, from Xbox to PC to PlayStation, Nintendo, and in any country. You can get up to 90% discounts if you want. It's something definitely worth checking out because who doesn't like saving money? And use the link winloselisten.com/G2A to help your favorite podcast in the process. Now, Jacob,
Help yourself out and
where's
help us.
where's a great place that to meet new gamers? I've been looking for somewhere to kind of talk to people about some of the games I like to play. I want to find partners.
Absolutely. Well, first things first, I just want to say ouch because I'm apparently not good enough for Jeremy. But second things second,
I never
a
said
gaming
that.
community that Jeremy and I are both a member of, and actually the creators, founders, whatever you would like to call us, the overseers, is Uphelm Gaming, a gaming community filled with avid gaming enthusiasts on platforms such as Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Nintendo, and even your mobile device if you're into playing some Apex Legends Mobile or your favorite idle games. You might find somebody. Looking for somebody to share the next win with on Apex Legends, or just someone to get scared together on Phasmophobia? We've got it all, and there is someone for everyone. Check us out, Uphelm, that's UPHELM.com/Discord. Check it out, and you will not be disappointed. Jeremy, I know there's not very many this week, but what are some free games that our listeners and viewers could find and play in their free time?
So currently, Jacob, we have 3 free games for our listeners this week.
Okay.
The first one being Doom 64. These are all on Epic
Okay.
Games. Epic Games is definitely coming in clutch with these free games lately.
For
But
sure.
Doom 64 is a Nintendo 64 style game, or was released on Nintendo 64 originally in 1997, and it is pretty much like a 2D run through the course, shoot the monsters, and just survive the whole level.
Hell yeah.
That is on Epic Games until August 25th at 11 a.m. So,
11 a.m. sharp. Get it
if
while
you
it's hot.
guys liked playing Doom on the Nintendo 64, then it's free on PC. So you
Free.
can relive those
Free.
childhood memories.
That is 100% off, ladies and gents. Free.
100. Jacob, I'll let you cover the next one since you are such a big fan of this game.
I absolutely love this game. This is my favorite game in the world. For those of you that weren't here last week, that is absolute sarcasm. But while this isn't a game, it's something that you can grab for a game, and the game is free itself as well. That game in question is Rumbleverse. They've released a Boomboxer content pack. For those of you watching, it looks like this. You can look like a boxer. Kind of looks weird, but hey, that's something you're into, and you want a free, yes, FREE. That spells free content pack. You can claim it on Epic Games. Unfortunately and fortunately, it ends August 25th at the same time as Doom 64. So get it while you can, because after that, they'll probably charge you for it, and it'll somehow be a very rare skin. So you can get an outfit and an exclusive title card and border, all for free. Thank you, Epic Games, once again. And Jeremy, what is that? What is that last game for this week? What is the last one that we have?
Well, the last one is called Ring of Pain.
Ring of Pain.
Yes, Ring of Pain. It is not out yet completely, but it will become
Okay.
free when it does come out on the 25th.
Okay. So after these two, you can grab a different one.
Yeah, so it looks like a card style game. It is a indie game, strategy game. It is unfortunately single player, but it's pretty much kind of like a mobile game or an idle game where you choose the cards and play them. You enter the Ring of Pain, a roguelike card crawl where encounters come to you. Each step around the Ring of Dire decision, go for the loot or backstab a creepy horror. Choose your gear wisely and to survive discover the secrets of the Ring of Pain.
The Ring of Pain, or as I like to call it, Apex Legends. I mean, wait, what? Did I say that out loud? Sorry.
Huh?
Apex Legends, The Ring of Pain,
Oh
coming
no, I
soon,
heard
season
you.
15.
Oh, I heard you.
Oh, okay. I just
Heard
make
you.
sure we're all on the same page, man.
Oh, we're definitely on the same page. I feel that.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry.
Okay, good. Still gonna play it. Check them out. Check them out. Check me out. All right. So that's it for free games. Unfortunately, as we mentioned last week, they've been slowing down on free games, but there are a few here that you can snag. Thank you, Epic Games. You're better than Steam in some way, shapes, and forms. I wish and I hope that someday it becomes as big as Steam, because that would be amazing. But for now, um,
We'll deal
the
with what
next
we
game,
got.
there's some games that are on sale. Um, Fortunately, not very many of these this week. Um, Again, coming to that end of the season, a lot of free game or a lot of new games coming out here in the future. So maybe that's why.
Well, we
But we
do
have
have
some
some
good
big we
ones.
do have some big sales. This is
Absolutely.
a from so kind of like last week where we had the THQ Nordic. Um,
Hmm.
Jacob, why don't you tell them what studio is giving us a big sale this week? Big spicy sale. Come on, Jacob,
Jeremy,
you can
I'm
do
going to
it.
keep it 100% honest with you. I don't know any of these games other than the one, and I didn't even look up to see who actually was the producer. Oh, Bethesda. Okay, I didn't know that.
Let
Didn't
me.
actually realize that. Bethesda. It's Bethesda, guys. I found the
Oh,
answer. I cheated to pass the test, but I passed the test. And as far as I'm aware, that is what matters. So,
I
hey,
guess it
what are you
really
gonna do
doesn't
about it?
matter how you get by, just that you get by.
Exactly. Exactly. I wouldn't have passed high school if that was the case. Shit. Come on. This guy didn't cheat. Come on. I would never. But there's a lot of stuff on sale due to QuakeCon, up to 70% off on various Bethesda games. So while we have a few that we will talk about here, there are quite a few more that you can grab. And these are all on Steam for once Steam is coming in clutch. Just to name a few that'll pop out to me in first glance, we got Ghostwire Tokyo, 50% off. That's $60 down to $29.99. We got Dishonored. That's $29.99 down to $5.99, 80% off. We got Doom Eternal, $39.99 down to $15.99. Deathloop, $59.99 down to $23.99. And Skyrim, everybody's favorite game, $39.99 down to $13.19. That's 67% off. Elder Scrolls, $19.99 down to $5.99. That's 70% off. And Fallout 4, which is a weird one, but we'll rock with it. $19.99 down to $7.99.
You know,
This is the
Jacob,
last good
I'm
Fallout game,
I'm
so grab it while
disappointed.
you can.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Why? Why is that, Jeremy?
This
Why?
man did not cover a very, very good game.
Which one?
So Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. So the second Dishonored. Is it the second or the third? I think it's the second. It is actually 80% off, so $29.99 down to $5.99.
Did I skip that one?
Yes, you did completely.
Ah, shit. Damn,
Dishonored is a
Didn't even
really
notice.
good game, and actually
Didn't
one of
even
these
notice.
other ones that I can't wait for. That is by the same studio is Redfall. Comes out next year.
Redfall.
Yeah.
Coming to a screen near you next year.
Yeah. So we'll cover that
What about Starfield?
later on.
Like
Starfield.
Starfield.
Never heard
Also
of
comes out
Starfield.
next year. It's a like an outer space kind of like, I don't know. It's a role playing game, an RPG game, which most of
Bethesda.
most of Bethesda games are.
Okay, so no, actually, Death of the Outsider is the third installment of Dishonored. Dishonored 2 is also still on sale as well. Dishonored 2 is $29.99 to
And
again
Dishonored 1,
$5.99.
the OG.
Yes, the OG is
It's $1.99.
$1.99. If you haven't played Dishonored,
$1.
definitely play that game. I played that on the PS4 and I loved it. PS3.
Jeremy has a PS4.
Not PS4.
Imagine. I don't know how Jeremy managed to teleport back in time to 2012 with a PS4, but that's perfectly fine by me. I'm not going to judge.
2012? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
I
10
know.
years ago. I don't think the PS4 was around 10 years ago.
No, I remember this clearly because I actually rented do you know what Redbox is?
Oh yeah, yeah. It used to be outside like Family Dollar and shit like that.
Exactly. So there was this habit of mine. I would have my mother go and rent me the game and I would make it a challenge to beat it in one day.
Oh, so you didn't have to rent it for a
did
second day.
exactly. And
Oh
I did
my
it. I
God,
did it for many of games. I did it for Dishonored.
They weren't very expensive to rent them out either, which is kind of interesting.
I think
So
I think Dishonored was the one that I had to do an extra day with. I think Dishonored was the longer one.
Another game that is 50% off right now. I don't remember. I didn't mention it. Outriders, 50% off. That's $39.99. This game actually came out last year, so it's actually a pretty new game. For the fact they're going to give you 50% off. A lot of RPG games coming up. So 50% off, $39.99 down to $19.99. If you enjoy a co-op RPG game, give it a stab. You might impress. You might fall in love or something. I don't know. We'll go with it. And last, but most certainly not least, a game that Jeremy and I will be talking about later, that we've had a chance to play, is currently on sale. That in question is Naraka BLADEPOINT. Naraka BLADEPOINT is a 60-player PvP mythical action combat experience, so imagine a battle royale, but mythical. Kind of cool. With melee and range weapons, legendary customizable heroes with epic abilities, inspired by the legends of the Far East. Was on sale this last weekend. Was free this last weekend due to the new map releasing. So there's been a new map that is released. But all of the editions for this game, down to the base game, including the specialty editions, the deluxe and the ultimate edition, are all 50% off. So if you want to get the base game, $9.99, or if you want to get the ultimate edition and get everything in the palm of your hands, $24.99, which is still cheaper than you can pretty much buy any other game for at this level. What's not to like about it? Come on. So check it out. Definitely a fun one. We will talk a little bit more about this later because this is our weekly review for this week.
Of course.
Of course. Jeremy, I know there's lots of new games that are coming out here soon, so why don't you do the listeners a favor and tell them about them? What do you got?
So, for all of you that are listening along, our first game we have is Midnight Fight Express. This game comes out August 23rd. It comes out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Unfortunately, it's not for the newer consoles, which is kind of surprising. But we'll just roll with it. The price is to be announced. Of course, they don't have a price. That's Steam for you, or most of the games these days. This is a action beat-em-up single-player game. A former member of the criminal underworld is lured back into the life by a mysterious drone claiming they have until sunrise to prevent a citywide criminal takeover together. So it's pretty much a
Honestly,
top
it's a
view.
really cool,
What?
is a really cool story. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would make a really good movie if that was a movie. Like, they have until
Right.
sunrise to prevent a citywide criminal takeover.
Yeah, I could see that.
Cool.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, my M key wasn't working. No wonder. I forgot all about that when we were playing them earlier.
Jeremy broke his M key. Confirmed. Sorry, boys.
I literally
and
just had to
girls.
like slam it down into my keyboard just to get it to work again. It was kind of
Weird.
funny.
Hmm. Whew, damn.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
So when does that one release? I don't remember if you said it or not.
August 23rd.
August 23rd. Okay, that's
Yep,
tomorrow then. Perfect.
correct.
Well, it's not to like. Tomorrow.
Now here's a game that Jacob made fun of me for
tomorrow.
because of my description a few weeks back.
This one.
Yeah, this one, Saints Row. The new Saints Row comes out on August 23rd as well. Oh, great.
Guys,
I gotta
this is my
verify my
birthday.
age
Send me
again.
presents. Send me presents. April 5th. Come on. You know where it's at. Slide up.
April 5th.
April 5th.
Yeah,
Jeremy's
so
is February 22nd.
it
Send
is.
him gifts.
It is.
Send him a gift
So
card
we
to,
have a few
Chili's.
different
Actually, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Yeah, there we go. Loves me some Taco Bell. But
Thanks for
Saints
playing.
Row has 3 different options that you can pre-order. So if you want to pre-order it, technically today would be the last day, because it does release tomorrow. So the standard edition is $59.99. The gold edition is $89.99, and the platinum edition is $99.99. 100 smackaroos.
This actually looks kind of fun.
The Saints Row.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing about it is it's actually co-op.
Okay.
It's an open world, just like GTA and just like the rest of the Saints Row games.
It's our time now. Let's get this shit
So
started.
with the base, with the standard, you obviously just get the base edition, the base thing game. The gold edition, you get, let's see here, includes the main game and the expansion pass. I know the platinum edition includes all of the gold edition, so the base game, expansion pass, and I believe the DLC, right? Platinum edition. I get the Idols of Anarchy pack and the Saints Criminal Customs. So yes, you get some DLCs with that as well. And you also
That's kinda
get
cool.
Saints Row the Third remastered if you want to. Looks like a good deal to me. But I ain't paying $100 for it.
Absolutely.
I'll just buy the base game. I don't need all the extra expansions. That comes
know
out
as
for
Jeremy, who
PC,
spends
PS4,
way too much
PS5,
money on it.
Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. Jacob, do not call me out. I spend money. I have a problem.
I was
Deal
really
with it.
about to, honestly.
I know
You were
you
really
love to
close
call.
to getting
You
called
love
out.
to call me out.
So it's getting there.
Always. It's Jacob's favorite pastime. So Jacob, what's the next game we have on our list here of new games coming out?
Yeah, you would throw this one at me, wouldn't you? Next up, we have Islets. Islets. We're going with Islets. That's what we're going with. Islets. Take to the sky and reunite a fragmented world in this surprisingly wholesome Metroidvania. Damn. Help Eco. Adventure across beautiful hand-painted lands. Receive letters from a quirky cast of characters. And face powerful, monstrous adversaries. As you can see, it's a single-player platformer-style game with a little bit of adventure sprinkled in. Releasing on PC, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Not PlayStation. Sorry, guys. Not my fault. Price is to be announced because why? What? Okay, let me just sidebar this real quick. What is wrong with developers these days?
It's
and
funny because it's more of the smaller
Steam.
games. Because if you
Why don't they
see,
tell you the price?
the Saints Row had a price to it. It's
well,
one
that's
of those
they
bigger
want
games.
you to pre-order it.
Right,
They want you
exactly.
to pre-order
The
it.
little games don't really care all that much. Just like some of the other games we'll cover here later. Have some prices.
Yeah, but I still want to know how much it would be when it releases.
I know, but
Shit, even if I can't pre-order, I still want a fucking price. They know the price because tomorrow at midnight it's gonna say how much it is. So why
of
can't you just
course.
fucking tell me now? You know what I mean?
I know.
It's not that deep. It's not that.
I
It's not
understand
that
that.
deep.
I
Steam.
understand that,
It's not
Jacob.
that deep. But regardless, looks dope. Looks fun if you like platformer games. Jeremy loves platformer games. Sometimes at night I catch him like sneaking into his computer chair and playing some platformer games. It's like his guilty pleasure that he doesn't want to tell me about.
You know what the problem is? Is Jacob's all the way in a different fucking state right now, and he watches me.
Watch him.
He watches me.
I got cameras all over this bitch. You don't
He's
even
got
understand.
eyes everywhere.
You think Will is your friend and roommate? He's literally just a spy of mine from
He's a
X
spy.
amount of years ago. Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
Don't tell him I said that. He'll deny it. That's in his training.
That's in his training.
So don't even bother. Don't even bother. This release is August 24th. So when I said tomorrow, I lied. I meant August 24th. That's 2 days ago. 2 days from now. Damn, I'm in the future, boys. 2 days ago. That's 2 days from now. What's the next one, Jeremy? Actually, you know what?
No, I'll let
Don't
you do
tell
it.
me. I'll get it. Yo, you better believe it, because this one actually looks interesting.
Yeah, I know it does.
You know, it's just another Asian game that'll be cool for a week and then die. But anyways, let's move on. AVA, that stands for Alliance of the Valiant Arms, is almost read the wrong one. Free-to-play shooter with some PvP aspects, and it is multiplayer. Take to the awkward. I was reading the wrong one.
You are always
AVA is a classic FPS shooter game featuring various types of PvP and PvE game modes. Depending on the battlefield, you can choose pointman, rifleman, and sniper to enjoy the different levels of play. So there's not really there are classes, but you don't have. I mean, there's quite a bit of options within those classes, but those are your cup of Joe. That's what you're rocking with. That's how it is. That's what it do. Again, Steam, what are you doing here? Why? I don't know a price for guys. It's not my fault. I'm trying, okay? I can add it to my wish list, but you can't tell me how much it costs. Isn't that just a load of bullshit?
Yeah, I know.
Regardless, looks like a interesting style game. You know, I hate to say this, and it could just be me. This trailer looks way worse than the website. This trailer looks like ass.
Yeah, I couldn't tell
This
you.
is a depressing trailer. But if you look at okay, that's a bad example. If you look at this, that's sick. this looks kind of, I mean, whatever, but like the website caught me off guard. Like, this looks solid. You got this. I mean, this looks kind of sick. And then I mean, if this is the first thing I see when I load up this game, oh my God. Regardless, free to play. So when I said I didn't know how much it costs,
There you go.
that was a joke. I was testing you because I'm 95% sure I also said it was free to play. Like, I'm
Oh, you did.
90% sure I'm 90% sure it says that because, you know,
Yeah.
why
Uh-huh.
why wouldn't it? You know, free to play,
Right.
August 25th.
Right.
That's 2 days from now. Check it out. You know, again, though, what I was gonna say, all these Asian games have like the same looking characters, and I don't know if that's just because I mean they're all Asian women. Like, I mean, come on, like, where's the creativity here, boys?
That's the big thing about the Asian games. They always have this one girl
And they're
character
always
that looks the
I
same.
can't have a woman. I can't have a man. Sorry, that sounded awful. I can't have a man in a game. I got to be a woman.
Are you saying you have
Regardless.
to like you're actually saying that you need to be a woman? You can't be a guy character?
They don't let you be a guy character.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah,
I
there's
understand
no
now.
guy character to choose from. It's
I
like the
got
one
you.
game that we played that basically made us be women, and every character you tried to make look like a man looked like a woman. Still, didn't matter how hard you tried, you
Damn.
still look like a woman. I love that Steam is now giving
I
me
feel
Asian
like a
games as
woman.
recommendations, and it's all Jeremy's fault.
My
Thank you.
fault. How is it my fault?
It's your fault. Don't question me. Don't argue with me. Thank you.
It's not my fault. Sorry.
Jeremy, what's the next game? I think this
Okay.
is
Next
deep down
game.
to your soul.
Yeah, deep down into my soul. This is one
This
of my
is
favorite games.
this is Jeremy's like
S-
dream girlfriend, right there
Dream
on the
girl.
screen.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
This one doesn't look that
She,
great, to be honest. Actually, the game we're talking about is I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. It's a
whatever
sim
the
life
fuck that
choice
means.
matters RPG. Um, choice matters as in it. Your choices are based on, or the outcome is based on your choices. So basically, you make a choice, you make the wrong choice or a bad choice, it makes your outcome different. This is a single player game. Um, the description of this game is spend your teenage years on an alien planet in this narrative RPG with card based battles. Explore, grow, and fall in love. The choices you make and skills you master over 10 years will determine the course of your life and the survival of your colony. This game
What's
comes
not to
out
like about
for
that, huh?
PC, PS4, PS5, and the date it comes out is the same date as Ava, August 25th.
Oh my god. No way.
Oh my
No
god.
way. That's unbelievable.
I know, we have a lot of games coming out on the same day.
I know. It's almost like they planned that or
We have
something.
almost 2 games coming out on every day this week.
Yeah, but there's only about one every day that's worth playing, so there's that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, unfortunately, there hasn't been a lot of great games coming out recently.
All right. Who is excited for Modern Warfare 2? I haven't seen much about it. I mean, they had the trailer that came. I guess. I mean, if you can call it a trailer. I mean, we covered it in like our first episode. I mean, I'm interested for it. You know, I think it's kind of cool. I mean, it's going to be exciting to see. I just, you know, my hope is, I have really high hopes because
Very
COD
high
as a
hopes.
franchise is literally my childhood. Like, Call of Duty is what got me into video games. I don't know if I can say the same about Jeremy, but playing Call of Duty with friends in, you know, late nights, the Xbox 360. I mean, literally that is my childhood
Modern
there. Like,
Warfare
that
2.
is literally what this is literally what got me in exactly Modern Warfare 2. That's literally what got me into video games to be where I am today to play video games for 16 hours in a weekend, which is literally almost a whole last day when
You
you
know,
think about it.
let's talk
Holy
about that
shit.
real quick. What did let's go down memory lane real quick
I got
here.
you. What do you got?
So what I want to know this this answer. Um was Call of Duty the first game that got you into gaming? Or was there like I understand that you play games when you're a
It
kid, you
depends
just
on
play games all the time. Like you used to play on, I don't know what you had, like a Game Boy or something like that. But we weren't really at the point that we are now where we play every day for multiple hours
right
in that day. Like,
that like you said. To be honest, I mean, depends on what scale you want to take it. Because I mean, as a kid, obviously, I mean, I was outside a lot. That was kind of where I was forced to be outside, right? And I mean, sure, I started off playing, your other games, your Nintendo 64, stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, I'm comparing it to like modern day gaming. Like, I'm not talking like I played like single player games every day for whatever. I'm talking like I get on playing with friends, we share a laugh, we have a good time, we stay up ungodly late, and then we go to school the next morning and plan to do it the next night. I mean, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like,
yeah, and
sure,
that's
I
not. But
sat in a.
my question was like, so let me just put this into perspective. So the
Mhm.
answer to my answer would be, so I played my first pretty much like actual was the Xbox. That's when I started to actually get more into gaming. Um, it was okay. Um, I think it was Call of Duty. I believe it was the first Call of Duty actually. Yeah, Call of Duty 1. Well, the first one that had online. I can't remember if that was,
Mhm.
I think that was 2 or 3. I can't remember. Um, but I would play that game every time I came home. I even for the longest time I would, because I don't know why, but I wanted to play online, and even at that moment I would bug my mother to get me a Xbox microphone so I can play for some reason, even though I was a kid and didn't know what the hell I was doing. But that was where my journey really started with gaming, was that Xbox. Yeah, I used to play like the Nintendo 64 and the Nintendo and
Okay,
PlayStation 1 and stuff, but that
if we're
the original
talking,
Xbox was my point.
that, then my answer is COD 4.
COD 4.
COD 4. There was a long period of time where I had an Xbox and then it broke. My parents were like, "Oh, you broke it. You don't get a new one, whatever, right?" So they bought us.
Typical
So
parents.
grandma being the
Oh,
savior in my life.
grandma. Grandma's always the
Yeah, yeah,
savior.
I know. Grandma being the savior she is, bought us a Wii for Christmas.
A
So
Wii.
just for context here, COD 4 was the one of the very first like online
Modern Warfare
games I
1,
had ever.
right?
Yeah, COD 4,
That's
Modern Warfare 1, the
okay.
original Modern Warfare, 2007. We're going back. We're going back
Right.
15 years ago, which I
Oh
was
yeah.
7. I was 7 at the
He was
time. Let's
7.
put that into perspective. I was 7. I was playing, and I don't know if you've like. I never like the same thing you said. Never really. I didn't have a microphone, so on COD 4 with on the Wii, you could have a display name. So I shit you not. True story. I became really good friends with this guy. His gamer tag was Phase Romeo. Okay, now listen. Phase Romeo, if you're out there from 15 years ago, you the MVP. That's all I'm gonna say. We would go and search and destroy on opposite teams because there was no party. So there was like you couldn't really party.
Right. There was no
And
lobbies.
right. So you were either in there. So there was such a small queue of people that you would almost always get into the same game. So we would just literally go on each other, kill everybody else, and then we would just meme for the last little bit. And like I think that's like the core memory that I have with Call of Duty until Modern Warfare 3 came out on the Wii, which I can't remember what year that had released.
Modern Warfare
2011, which
3.
was after Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, because Modern Warfare 2 wasn't actually, I don't think was on the Wii. I don't think I had that option.
I don't believe so.
Um, Modern Warfare 3 was though. And then that was when I actually had a microphone, and that was the good old times. So I think Modern Warfare, the original, was really what got me into like online gaming and playing with friends or complete strangers, in fact, that has really shaped gaming for me as a whole. I mean, to be honest, and like I said, we were talking about Modern Warfare 2 coming out in 2 months here. I really think something needs to be said and done. Like, I think the biggest change that Call of Duty did that hurt it the most was changing lobbies, because you play versus somebody and you don't get to go back to the lobby with each other. You know what I
No, you
mean?
have to find each other
It's a
again.
you would, and you really never would, right? So you like either have to go through this long list of people, and I think the greatest thing, and I mean, it might be the most toxic part of gaming, but it's the core memories that I have, and I think that really shaped who I am now, right? Because you play like your game, you'd go back to the lobby, you'd shit talk each other, and then they'd get thrown on your team this time, and you'd shit on the other team. You know what I mean? It's just back and forth, back and
Right.
forth, and then you'd pull out together, and then you'd party up together, and you'd run, whatever. I mean, this is the good old days, and I think that when COD decided to remove that is when it really started hurting itself. And they made strides in the right direction with Vanguard, because there's not a pregame lobby per se. I mean, there is,
Oh,
like,
now we're getting
but
into modern day.
modern day, right? So Vanguard actually has a somewhat kind of similar part, like in-game lobby system.
Right.
I think it's great. I think it's amazing. Good progress. Um, but I mean, I have high hopes. I mean, it's Infinity Ward we're looking at here. Come on. I mean, Modern Warfare again is my childhood. I mean, I have such high hopes for this game that if they're ruined, I'm gonna be absolutely upset, because I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna suck,
I
but we'll pre-order
mean,
it.
we'll see.
We're going to uh probably make a video on it. I don't know if
Yeah, at
they're
some
gonna. I
point.
think they're only gonna have campaign, so you can't really do co-op campaign. I don't know if they're gonna allow that or not. But
I wouldn't see why
regardless,
not. Why wouldn't you be?
maybe.
I mean, it's
I
still
don't know if that.
campaign.
Yeah, I know, but it's also multiplayer at the same time. So
Right, but I think when they're talking multiplayer, they're talking going into playing team deathmatch, and
yeah,
I mean, shit, invite you. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's too early to
yeah,
say.
exactly.
We'll
But
see. But
regardless, let's move on to our next new game for this coming
yeah,
week.
I guess I'll do it. Sad times.
I mean,
At
I
least we
can
get new ones
cover it.
I'm not in. No, I got it.
Are you sure?
I got it, Jeremy. So, everybody in their life has a Dan, all right? You have a Dan. I have a Dan. Their name might not even be Dan, okay? But they're Dan. And Dan is a bumbling first time adventurer who risks everything to solve the legend of the Twin Books by exploring the abandoned town of Red Pines. Now, we all have a Dan, goes off, does something on their own, stupid as shit, and somehow makes it work. I mean, we all have that Dan in our lives. So, if you yourself want to be a Dan without being a Dan in real life, then we have like no other, The Legend of the Twin Books. It is a action point and click style puzzle-ish game, um, surrounding around the adventure of trying to find the Twin Books. So, if you like point and click adventure style games, very simple games, I think the sad thing is I hope this is free. It's not going to be, but it says it's 2 hours worth of gameplay, so it better be max $4.99. So I'm gonna be upset. But point and click, if you like point and click like Jeremy does in Apex, I mean, come on, what's not to like, huh? Releases on August
Yeah.
25th, so if you're not a fan of Ava and you don't want to be a teenage exo colonist, maybe you can be the adventurer Dan. Dan is the man.
Dan is the
Dan
man.
is the man. Dan
Now,
is the
Jacob,
man.
let me give you a little hint of what's next. Ready?
Yeah, what's next?
Did you hear that?
I don't know. I for some reason I see some ghosts for some reason, which is weird. Kind of reminds me of Pac-Man. That big. Oh, he died. Is it Pac-Man, Jeremy? It sounds like
It
Pac-Man.
is. It is,
Oh, it's
Jacob. Our next game that we're going to
Pac-Man.
cover today is Pac-Man World Repack. So this game comes out for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and of course, the Switch. This comes out on August 26th.
That's really not a shocker.
In Pac-Man World Repack, Pac-Man arrives home on his birthday to find the ghosts have kidnapped Pac-Man's family and friends and ruined his party. Wow, it sounds like a dark game already. Pac-Man
Sad
must set
emoji.
out to adventure through the 6 areas of Ghost Island to rescue his family and friends and face off against the ghost boss, Pac-Man. It's an interesting name, but we'll roll with it. With enhanced graphics and features, Pac-Man World Repack is platforming fun for experienced Pac fans and new Pac enthusiasts.
Enthusiasts.
Yes. Single player, action adventure platformer, and the price is actually there, and it's going to be $29.99. August
This is a
26th.
shock.
So you like Pac-Man? You like playing
Like
Pac-Man on the video games?
But I'm sure this is the Pac-Man
In
that
the
we all know
arcade?
and,
No, it's not. It's a 3D Pac-Man. I did play a
you-
Pac-Man like this. I don't remember what I played it on.
say
and Where I
Apex?
played it. No, not Apex.
Apex Man.
Apex Man, yeah. No, definitely not. Pac-Man World Repack. Check it out.
I realize they have so many different games. I didn't realize these are the people that. Is
Bandai?
this the company that made Elden Ring?
I think so.
Because they have a Elden Ring category, which is interesting. Oh, they also have Little Nightmares.
Do they
Interesting.
really?
Yeah,
One Piece.
interesting.
Coming soon.
Coming soon to a screen near you. This next game is a shout out to my main man Jeremy, because he always be hacking my soul. The game in question is Soul Hackers 2. Coming to screen near you August 26th, 2022, and there is a price on it. Grand old, depending on the edition, it ranges from $59.99 all the way up to $89.99. And there's one in between for $69.99 if you're interested in that. Pre-ordering it, coming to PC on Steam. Also coming to just Windows if you don't want to use Steam, which is weird. But hey, if you're one of those people, more power to you. PS4 and PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and your normal Xbox One. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry, Nintendo. Maybe later, maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
feel like
I
this
don't
should
know.
have been a Nintendo game. Most of
It
these
really
style
do be throwing off
games,
them vibes.
most of these style games are Nintendo.
Yeah. Can I get a? There we are. There's a Steam link. No, I'm not talking about the.
So
This
this
is
game
weird.
is an RPG cyberpunk single player game. You explore a supernatural RPG with stylish summoners and dark dangers lurking under the neon lights of a cyberpunk Japan. It is up to Ringo, an agent of Aeon, to save the world from apocalypse.
Yeah, Aaron.
Aeon.
A-
And again,
Aaron.
this comes out
Reminds me of
August
Genshin.
26th. Yes, it does. It actually does.
Reminds me
The
of
style of
Genshin.
it.
Mhm.
Now, let's take a little break here. I want to mention something that me and Jacob have done recently, which is going to be coming out on our YouTube channel. Win, Lose, Listen. Everything's Win, Lose, Listen on all social media. So just search it in the search bar. You'll find us.
There you
We
go.
we talked about our punishment last week for
Oh, God.
our poll tweet.
Oh no.
Yes, Jacob. We are going to
Bad.
compile our footage that we have and post that on the YouTube channel. For those who did not listen last week, our punishment was that we had 2 people, 1 computer. So Jacob was my keyboard and I was the mouse. And that's how we played Apex. It was god awful. It was terrible. We yelled at each other constantly because we didn't know what the other one was thinking. But
It was
like
yeah.
I said, look forward to that in the future. We'll have it up eventually. We'll probably put a tweet out too of when we release that, concerning it was a Twitter poll. So stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Now,
Stay
Jacob,
tuned.
I
And
know
if
we
it's
have.
something you are interested in trying, don't because it's awful. But if you want to see how difficult it is, give it a shot. You will regret it immediately because I definitely know I did.
Yeah, and if you
Yes, Jim.
guys can't figure out how to do it, shoot us a message, join the Discord, shoot us a message, and we can show you how.
How we did it.
Yeah,
Even though we're like 600 miles apart, still did it with
exactly.
no latency.
No latency at all, and for free.
Mm-mm.
So,
Free.
Jacob, I know we have a lot to tell the people this week. A lot of things going on in the gaming community.
That is for sure a lot of news.
So what do we have a big one actually for our first story, which I think a lot of people would like to know about this because it's a big issue right
Important. Definitely
now.
important.
Very important.
Do you want to talk about it? Or do you want me to, Jeremy?
No, it's all you.
All me. All right. So, a recall has happened in the gaming community. The ASUS. I say ASUS. Some people say ASUS. Whatever. ASUS Z690. In specific editions, but if you have a Z690, check it. You never know. Better safe than sorry. Trust me, with how expensive these motherboards can be, you do not want to have one that is broken. So, the Z690 series released in 2021 for 12th gen processors, the latest and greatest, and has since been formally recalled. It was voluntarily recalled at one point in time, just due to something we'll talk about, but it has been formally recalled by the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, CPSC for short. So that's a mouthful. A
Oh yeah.
capacitor has been installed backwards. This was actually originally
Oh
noticed by a
boy.
YouTuber known as BuildZoid. He had noticed some high temps on his motherboard and noticed that a capacitor was backwards. For those of you that don't know how capacitors work, yeah, shouldn't be backwards. Kind of important.
No,
But
you have a common and
he
a
noticed.
power, so you put
Mm,
those backwards, you got a pretty much a short right there.
and absolutely waiting to fry your entire computer. That is an
Up
accident
in
waiting to
flames.
happen.
Up in
Dude,
flames.
you could ruin it, and you would be so mad if you put like a brand new $600 CPU in that bitch and absolutely
Oh
fried
my
it. You would be
god, frying
so
the
upset.
CPU, that would be oh, I don't know what I
Oh,
would do.
that'd be so bad. Only to realize that it was a
Now,
mishap. Ugh.
Jacob, how do
Yes.
I know if my motherboard is affected by this?
Absolutely. So there's only about 10,000 motherboards or so, which is still a lot actually, that have been impacted by this. There's only a specific batch of the motherboards in a specific factory. So if it is something you want to double check, if you have this motherboard, you can either go to the ASUS website and search around. But if you want something a little bit easier, we've done you a favor. You can go to winloselisten.com/Z690. That's
Z690.
Z690.
All right,
That
let
will
me check
take
that
you
out.
as yeah, check it out, Jeremy. Show them around. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
So I see it's asking me for a serial number.
A serial number. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take off your box because trust me, you're not going to want to take your computer apart if it's nothing wrong with it. Wait for that till after if you do find out you got an issue. So, you're going to look on your box. If you don't have your box, I guess you got to take it apart. I'm sorry. There's probably other ways to find your serial number on your motherboard. Don't know if I'd entirely recommend doing that without just reading your manual. And if you bought a new motherboard and threw away the box, what is wrong with you? You don't throw away electronic boxes. Shit, I got electronic
We're
boxes from like 5
hoarders.
years ago up.
Oh, come
I
on,
mean,
gamers are hoarders. I got all of my
like,
boxes
come
from
on.
all of my parts.
Absolutely. So the easiest way to just double check if you don't want to use the thing is if your serial number begins with MA, MB, or MC. And mind you, this isn't all of them, so double check the serial number on the website I listed and has part number 90MB18E0. Don't worry about that. Whatever. If you have an ASUS Z690, just go to the website, winloselisten.com/Z690, type your serial number in, hit search. It'll tell you either, hey, no issue, you're fine, or it'll tell you you got a problem. And if you got a problem, you can go through the RMA process, and I'm sure they'll send you a new one. So check it out. Definitely something to look for, and I personally would not want to ruin a PC. So if you have a Z690 and a 12th gen processor, do yourself a favor, give yourself some peace of mind so you can sleep well tonight knowing your computer's not going to lay on fire.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Jeremy,
Appreciate you looking out.
I know you love wasting all of your time away on Steam.
Oh,
What has Steam been doing lately?
Well, Steam lately. So as you already guessed, Steam tracks all of the games you've played and all of the time you've wasted in them, as well. One of the creators behind the very popular website SteamDB has leaked that the API has been put in place, and we can expect our Steam year-end review to be coming in very soon.
Yeah, so I guess kind of similar to like Spotify does, like tells you what you've played the most, what category you
Right.
played the most of, which
Exactly.
unfortunately for Jeremy and myself, it's going to tell us that we played Apex from February until
I
August nonstop.
honestly, I believe Apex is probably the game I
The
have the
most
most
played game
hours on.
this
Um,
year, 100%, without a doubt. Which is weird because if you think about it, can you remember the day we first launched Apex and said, this game's fucking dog shit, uninstall?
I
Like
know.
dead ass,
Yep.
that was the conversation we had.
Apex is actually the most amount of hours that I've played on any game. I
That's crazy.
just found that
Actual.
out.
I think I'm in the same boat, so I can't even argue that. Um, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. So if you guys want to know what you've wasted your life on, how long you've wasted your life with it, um
Just stay tuned,
expect that.
and
Expect
yeah,
that
we'll
in the
let you know.
future.
And yeah, absolutely.
Now, here we have another one, another subscription that me and Jacob, enjoy from time to time when we actually play games on this platform. Um, Ubisoft Plus. What's going on with it?
Okay. Well, Jeremy, a new leak, which means that it's not fully been announced, but a new leak has been suggesting that the popular PC subscription service, Ubisoft Plus, which sells for $14.99 and gives access to every Ubisoft game that has ever been released, will be launching to Xbox consoles here soon. It comes from the popular Xbox leaker known as Illumia Italia. Shout out to them on Twitter. Um, they have leaked many different things in the past, such as the Immortals Phoenix Rising coming to Game Pass, which later Microsoft confirmed, and numerous other things. So it is a reliable source. While it is not confirmed, it could be coming in the future. A lot of different things are suggesting that it's not going to be included in Xbox Game Pass. They're going to be separate subscriptions, which is kind of interesting. Maybe they'll do a bundle. Like I know Xbox Game Pass Ultimate's like $14.99, and so is the Ubisoft Plus. So maybe they'll give you like a $24.99 for both kind of deal. Give you
Yeah,
$5 off. I guess we'll see.
that'd be
Hard to
nice.
say. Yeah. I guess we'll see. It is cool, especially if you like. I mean, they have a lot of different games like The Crew if you're into racing. Um, Riders Republic. I mean, Rainbow Six, the entire series. That any Tom Clancy's game is
Ubisoft.
so
So
anything Ubisoft. Yeah, absolutely. So check it out if it's something you're interested in. Stay tuned, and you might have another subscription to sign up to. Um, just a little sidebar here. The other day, I got a charge from Ubisoft Plus that I canceled a month ago, and still haven't heard back from them on the money that they stole from me. Didn't get back. So not throwing shade. I'm just saying. Just saying. Kind of a little shady. Ubisoft, what the fuck's the big deal? What's going on? How you gonna charge me after I canceled it and got a cancellation email? Whatever. It's okay. I ain't mad. I didn't need the $14.99
so
anyway. Just a little confused. That's all. That's
so
all.
Jacob, I remember you saying that apparently it's been a bug. So if this has
Yeah,
happened to you
it's been a
guys, um
pay attention.
yeah,
Reach out.
make sure you pay attention to it after you cancel to make sure you're not getting charged anymore for it.
It seems like it was such a common thing that the support representative goes, "Yeah, just send us a picture of the charge on your card with no crop screenshot." It's like that's your question.
Yep, that's all
That's
they
your
had.
like this that makes it seem like this is something that's happened before. Like this isn't just me, you
No.
know. Guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. I might bet you, but I'll let you all know next week. If they respond to my email.
Yeah, if they respond, we'll see how that goes.
I know. What the hell? Jeremy, I know how much you love battle royales. Tell me about this new one that I think was coming out.
love battle royales. So Halo Infinite, the infamous Halo, is so evidence of 343 Industries is testing a new battle royale style game mode coming to the popular multiplayer game, and that is Halo Infinite. It's rumored to release in Halo's Season 3 coming early 2023, so I'm guessing probably around what, February, March, probably somewhere
I
around
say
there.
February.
Probably not
A lot
January.
of games coming out then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the big time. March is a big time for games.
Big time. Those
So
post-Christmas sales. Post-Christmas
my
releases.
question to you, Jacob, is why do you think all of these games, just like Call of Duty and now Halo and all these games, are moving towards battle royale styles?
Honestly, I think the biggest reason is replayability. You know what I mean? I think replayability is really important in a game such as like Halo Infinite, any game really. You can't campaign games are slowly moving out of the scene, and I think it's primarily because you beat the game, you beat the game. You know what I mean? I mean the change in gameplay. I mean, it's like you play Call of Duty, for example. I mean, no offense, but it's the same stuff. You're on the same map, fighting the same people, using the same guns. You're leveling up the gun that you've been trying to level up for 4 days now. I mean, there's no guarantee here that what you land on in that crate, and you could land on that same spot 100 times, and there's no guarantee that you will see the same set of items inside that crate every time. And
right.
like the zone, for example, in these games, it's never the same. I think it's just, a matter of all of the versatility, really. I mean,
Right. Yeah,
that's what I mean. A
that's
lot of
probably.
cosmetics.
I can definitely see that. I mean, you and me both see that every day in Apex with the cosmetics.
Oh, yeah, for
And
sure.
just the landing somewhere 3-4 times in a row and getting crap two
One time I'll
times. One, you'll get good loot, and then you're like, okay, well,
Then I die.
let's try again and see if we can get better luck the next time we land there. And what happens is it doesn't go
4
any
hours.
better.
4 hours later.
Right.
That's what happened. 4 hours go by.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It is.
So this man Jeremy over here is doing some big plays. Big plays. I like
Big
it.
plays.
Anyways, big plays.
What am I doing over here?
I am a subscriber to the very popular subscription service known as Discord Nitro. Been subscribed since 2021, March of 2021. About a year and a half I've been subscribed to this shit. Been taking my money for a year and a half. Can you believe it? I'm consistent as fuck. So, Discord as a whole is releasing a new subscription service that is going to be between the Discord Nitro Classic tier and the normal Discord Nitro tier. They are limiting your upload speed or upload size, I guess, from 50, which is the classic, and 100, which is the normal or the max tier, dropping it all the way down to 20, which is great. It's going to be priced at $2.99, so it's $2 cheaper per month. Unfortunately, however, it is only coming to the UK as of now. As you can see, a little bit of a preview here. 20. You still get the emojis, which I think is a huge reason some people subscribe to Nitro. You don't get the boost, you don't get the video streaming, but if that's not something you use anyway, I mean, hey, you want to use emojis everywhere, which I think is the biggest perk of Discord, of Discord Nitro. That is, check it out. $2.99. Maybe we'll see it come to the US in the future here, but it's releasing in the UK and some other places soon. I don't necessarily know why they're bringing a new tier. Maybe just to like welcome more
I
people.
mean, I feel like
in.
everybody is creating a new tier for their subscription, which is, I mean, kind of the problem here is they're just like Netflix and
Oh yeah, my God, don't even get me started.
You have Netflix, you have Spotify where they have a family plan now. Um, it's just everything is moving towards a second tier. You have Game Pass Ultimate now, instead of just
Mhm.
regular Game Pass, which is crazy. So you can't even get every game on it.
Mhm.
Um, but I mean, there's not much you can really do about it. That's just how these days are going. It's just they're moving towards more money because they need it, um, to support more development, I guess.
Not to widen up that load. All them increased housing prices. I gotta buy 6 other houses. You know what I mean?
You got to buy 6
Gotta have a
houses.
lake house. Yes, lake house and a boat house, and then a condo, and then I need a normal house for when I'm feeling normal. And yeah, need them
I
all.
feel
Gotta
that.
pay for them somehow. Two
Yeah,
ninety nine per month. It'll get me there eventually.
exactly.
And you can save the animals for only pennies a day. Don't wait. Call now. All those sad ASPCA commercials.
Facebook,
Hey, no
Facebook,
disrespect. On the
Facebook.
road with things and knickknacks too.
So,
Something, something.
okay, so Mark Zuckerberg fights backlash. Mark Zuckerberg is leading the oversight of the new virtual world known as Meta. If you guys haven't really been in the
You've
VR,
been living under a
um,
rock.
yeah, Meta is. I mean, they even renamed the Oculus the Meta.
Yeah,
Um, Meta's graphics have been compared to that of Roblox and not a multi-billion-dollar company, which is funny.
kind of sad.
Yeah,
Kind of sad.
considering it's being over oversaw
Overseen,
overseen by
overseen.
Mark Zuckerberg. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
lots of money.
But a new company known as Horizon Worlds has shown that their creation is raising the bar for the virtual world scene and suggesting that the meta needs to step up their game. Um,
Now, for those of you that are actually taking a look at the screen right now and are not listening along, if you're listening, check out both of them. Tell me which one you think looks better. But for those of you that are watching, I mean, Jeremy, which one do you think looks better, more appealing based off what you're seeing here? I
honestly,
mean,
it's definitely got to be the one on the right.
and
The
which one do you
first one
think
just
that one
looks
is?
the first one just looks like the Wii.
Bro, his button's not even straight, my dude. His button's not even in line with his chest. It's just boop,
Hey,
off to the side.
maybe it's unbuttoned.
I You wouldn't see the button there if it was unbuttoned, then, dingus.
I,
Regardless, the one
regardless.
on the left is Meta. The one on the right is Horizon's World. Horizon Worlds. I don't know about you, but they both look like Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, definitely one looks more like Mark Zuckerberg than the other, but um, yeah, interesting to see that VR has become so big and a smaller company has put out something better than what
The big
is being
company does.
funded by a multi-billion dollars.
Yeah,
It's kind of interesting.
that's a big one.
I know. It's like ouch. It's kind of disappointing. At least for them. I
Unfortunately,
mean,
but I mean, Horizon Worlds maybe it'll turn out to be great. I'm always
yeah.
looking for new VR stuff. I haven't played my VR in quite a while, actually. I gotta convince this guy over here to get a VR. We'll convince him one day. One day he'll do it. But
It's
Jacob,
funny that Horizon Worlds literally uses the Oculus as their headset and it looks better than Meta. That's so sad,
and
actually.
yeah, like I said, the Oculus is called the Meta now.
It's so sad.
It's interesting.
This is Horizon Worlds.
It definitely looks
It's
better.
kind of cool. Looks like there's more to it. Fortunately, there's not very much gameplay here. There's kind of so much of fucking weird retweets. But hey, I mean,
To each its own.
yeah. There's a bait or Quest 2, some beta gameplay. Wait, what the fuck is this?
Jacob, you want to
I'm so
cover one of our favorite topics that we like to
depression and sadness, or as I like to
yeah.
call Apex Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Apex Legends, a game that Jeremy and I have put way too much time on. Um, Casual players like myself and Jeremy are asking yourselves, are professional players ruining the game? So after the launch of the 14th season of Apex Legends Hunted, players have been mentioning that professional players are ruining the game for casual players looking for a fun battle royale to play. There's a huge divide between opinions at the professional and casual level. With people believing the game developers need to also listen to their casual players as they make up a large mass of the player base. So, unfortunately, as you can kind of expect, these streamers, these huge content creators, sitting on 60,000 viewers a stream, stuff like that, that are playing their game, their voice is heard so much more than unfortunately people that play the game for fun. I mean, thinking back about like the whole gold knockdown being removed, it was removed solely because of professional players. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's somewhat is nicer to down somebody these days and not have to worry about the motherfucker getting up. You know what I mean? But
It is.
um, I mean, again, I think they need to listen to input for both. Famous
I
people
mean,
such
that's the
as
problem is the pro players make up a small part of the community, whereas
mhm,
the your everyday player they they don't care about, which is it's just
yeah,
really bad because I think you would want to more listen to your bigger fan base than your pro players. I mean, yes, pro players do this for a job, but it doesn't matter. The game wasn't made.
is the game.
That wasn't their goal in the beginning, but now they're trying to move towards that. Is the
Hmm.
pro player scene? It's like, what about all the people that just want to play for fun? I mean,
Hmm.
you're ruining the game at that point, unfortunately.
Two streamers, big names in the community. His Watson, somebody who went to the ALGs this year, and Imperial Hal from TSM, are in agreement that this season is absolutely busted. Their words, and that Respawn is ruining the game, and it's not their opinion. So, while I guess I agree with them, I believe. I mean, they are just two people of this community. Sure, these as professional players may agree that some things are and aren't better. Hal, for example, on one of his streams a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple days ago, whatever the case was, stated that Apex should have two different game modes. And I don't mean that in game mode, like gameplay. Sure, if you
One,
want to have the faster zone in ranked and the knockdown not in ranked, you want to have the knockdown in pubs or a slower zone in pubs for your casual players. But they're kind of saying more so they should allow casual players to be casual players and professional players to be professional players. There should be that line. If you want to be professional, you want to play like this, go ahead, sure. But keep, forcing gameplay onto your casual players that, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jeremy and I have won numerous times based off of gold res alone. So, I mean, not to disagree with it. It's just, I don't know. I don't think opinions should be based off one group alone, and I think that's really what hurts
no,
games
definitely
these
not.
days. The biggest complaint, though, above all, is and I quote, trash matchmaking system that is unfairly putting people up against these top tier players in lower tiers, which makes learning the game and getting better at the game much more difficult. I mean, yeah, think about it. it if Jeremy and I hop into a game never playing it before and I get absolutely deleted by some guy who totally has a 2 KD, I mean, that's a little unfair. I mean, I think you see that more and more these days. I mean, I could be speculating, but I think it's safe to say Jeremy and I are kind of in the same hand where these last two seasons, this season has been harder. The last two seasons have been harder than the first season when we started playing. I'm not sure. I mean, and with all
Yeah,
these
I
rank
mean,
changes and matchmaking changes,
the
I
problem
mean, yeah,
is
think about it.
we only started in season halfway through season 12. Um,
Right.
so it's I mean, we did play early on and separately. We never played together because obviously that was a while ago in 2017 when the game first came out, and
Right.
a lot has changed since then. Um, but they have made it's terrible because they make these changes to agree with these pro players to make them happy. But in the process, they they try to do this and they break something else. There's always some kind
Right.
of issue um, that they find out later on. Sometimes they don't
Huge
even
game
fix it.
breaking issue too. Yeah. So I guess we'll see. It's a game we'll play a lot. We play a lot, so I'm sure you'll hear more about it from us. But for now, that's just the state it's in, and clearly we're not alone.
Right.
So,
Hey,
Jeremy, a game that we used to play a lot. What do you got
yeah,
for
I
me?
know. I gotta start playing this again. I feel like I'm missing out here. So the game we have is Rainbow Six Siege. Me and Jacob used to play this game nonstop before we did Apex, the Apex thing. Um, Siege was our Apex at the time. But they had just announced a new character yesterday at the after the grand finals. Was it
Yeah, the Berlin Grand Finals.
Berlin Grand Finals? The new operator. The new operator's name is Grim. I'm gonna play this trailer here while Jacob gets a little more in depth with it. He knows a little more about this than I do.
So yeah, as Jeremy is showing over here, Grim is a new character whose ability is kind of similar to that of Lion. For those of you that do play, kind of scanning, not really necessarily scanning, but detecting enemies in a room or holding enemies in a spot. Kind of an interesting move. I think it's kind of weird that we're adding a new character that scans or detects enemies because, again, that's Lion's ability. So I think personally that it's going to make Lion less played. Um, but definitely an interesting concept. I think it's interesting that I remember them talking about at one point not adding more characters to the game.
But they say that
But
for
here we are.
everything, just like Apex. Apex
Yeah,
said it too. They're not going to add more
they
characters.
yet they still do. So
Yep.
I guess we'll see. Unfortunately, there hasn't been a whole lot regarding like what his abilities are. We're kind of just off this video, this trailer. They were supposed to announce it at the grand finals of Berlin, but unfortunately, Jeremy and I are preoccupied with other things, so we did miss out on that partially. So stay tuned in the next couple days to see, you know, what this character is really all about. But for now,
We'll play it.
that's what we got.
We'll play it. Right, Jacob?
Oh, I got one. I got one here, right here. Here's an
Got one
example of what his ability is.
Well, that's the trailer I just played. Oh,
Not
this
this
is a
one,
different
watch.
one. Okay.
Operation Brutal Swarm is coming to Rainbow Six Siege with a new attacker.
So it pings
who
them
can
through
launch
walls.
Enemy
So
detecting
it looks like a little
bees.
nano.
Micro air vehicles.
Drone.
Like a
want to
nano,
protect
but kind of like a
you,
seer.
Yeah, bees.
Yeah.
Bees that ping you. All
They
thanks
ping
to
you.
this guy. His name is Grim,
Okay.
and he hails from Singapore. He's a 3-speed attacker.
Grim
who
is
can
an
wield
attacker.
the 5.52 Commando assault rifle or
Mhm.
the SG CQB
We just got a
shotgun.
new attacker too.
He's got the P229
Yeah, I know,
pistol
it's
as
interesting.
secondary and breach charges or claymores as
But
gadget
I don't know
options.
what they're.
But the thing that's got everybody talking is his K1 Hive Launcher, an intel gathering enemy
kinda
revealing
interesting.
unique ability fueled.
I mean,
by
I guess it's
bees.
cool that you can see them or
Grim
ping them,
his
and it
attacker
actually
allies will have
follows
new
them.
territory for hunting
So
down enemies as Operation Brutal Swarm introduced.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's interesting that they combined it with a lion on this team as well. Consider it, I don't know. I maybe if you lion scan and hit them with the bee swarm, it'd be a good wombo combo. But
Yeah, I mean, if the bee
I don't
swarm
know.
does damage, that would be even better because they're not just gonna stand there in it.
Right, exactly. But with how you can shoot through literally every wall, I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
you can't really stand still either way. You're gonna get beamed immediately. People like to pre-fire the shit out of everything anyway. But yeah,
Yeah, that's
we'll
Rainbow
see.
Six for you. But Jacob,
Yeah.
What is the worst pet peeve you have when you play video games? What is the worst thing that you can come across? Because
In the
I know
game
my
or just in
opinion.
general?
No, in the game. What's the worst thing? Because I have something in mind. I want to see if you agree with me. What do you
I'm
got?
gonna go off and say that people that are cheating, people
Yeah.
that are had an unfair advantage. Why? What do you got, Jay? Is that the same one?
Oh, I agree.
Okay.
100%. I agree
And,
with.
um,
I hate cheaters.
mhm.
Sorry for all you cheaters out there, but I don't like you. It's nothing
Damn.
personal. It's just
It's
yeah.
personal. It's personal.
It's maybe a little bit personal. I mean, come on. I mean, if you don't, or if you're not good at the game, just keep playing. Me and Jacob were
You'll get better.
trash at Apex and Rainbow Six Siege. We played Rainbow Six for a long time before we were
I'm
actually
still dog shit.
decent at the game. Decent. Didn't say good. I said decent. Same
I'd say
thing with
we're pretty
Apex.
good at Apex.
Apex, yes,
I would say,
we're I would say we're above average.
yeah, I would say we're above that. We're not, we're not
We're not.
bottom tier here, but
No,
I'm not gonna. If his Watson pulls up on me,
I'm
I'm
not a
fucked all
I'm not
day.
a masters or a plat or a pred. I can
Mhm.
make it to gold. That's
I could hold my
my
own.
extent. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is I know this game was something that you were big into. Something we talked about before. Warzone. What's going on?
Warzone. Oh, I don't know. I think it's kind of just the same shit, but a different day, unfortunately. Um, this week in specific, Warzone has experienced huge numbers of cheaters in lobbies. Unfortunately, this was not that big of an issue for the last couple months because they were boasting their new anti-cheat Ricochet since December. So there wasn't very many cheats, or they were making their cheats unusable, like the shoot at them with a toilet paper gun that does no damage. But now things have gotten worse. Like for example, at one point we were seeing flying cars, um, like no clipping and shit like that. I mean,
Yep,
ugh, it's
invisible.
awful. Invisible, yeah, exactly. Um, there has been no real reason. Call of Duty themselves has not really spoken up on this topic as to why. Um, I mean, probably because they speak so highly of Ricochet, they're just trying to fix it and pretend like nothing happened.
Right.
Thank you, Call of Duty. I guess my biggest question for you, Jeremy, is it time that Call of Duty just gives up on Ricochet and uses easy anti cheat, Battle Eye, or
I mean,
literally any other
honestly,
anti cheat?
I'm a big supporter of easy anti-cheat because most of the games that we play um have easy anti-cheat, and I haven't experienced too many cheaters after I experienced them in Warzone, and
Every day, all day.
I feel like that's the only game that I've experienced a cheater on. Apex, yes, you
Like
have maybe
immense cheating.
once or twice once in a day, maybe once in a week, but that's it.
Yeah.
The other
Call of Duty, it's every
you
other
know
game or every
the
game.
other 90% of the times they're just better. They got a better gaming chair,
You got a better mouse and keyboard.
or they're ratting in a corner somewhere. But I honestly think easy anti cheat is one of those better anti cheats, and I don't know why Call of Duty didn't adopt it.
I don't know. Either.
I really think that would have been a better idea.
So, speaking of Warzone, Warzone 2 is coming out, or Warzone 2 is coming out next year. I think in March was the timeline. Again, March 2023.
Yeah.
Lots of games coming out. Season 5, titled Last Stand, the last stand for for Apex. Warzone features two new guns joining the game. The EX1 energy rifle. When I saw this name, I absolutely facepalmed because I'm like,
I couldn't deal with it. Once you told me that there was gonna be a new weapon in Warzone, and once you said the word energy in it, I was like, what has happened?
Am I playing Halo?
Yeah,
Halo?
exactly. Are we playing Halo here now?
Energy rifle, and an RA225 SMG, which will both be in the game until Warzone 2 comes out. So it kind of just seems like they're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Give them an energy rifle.
Just give them
kind of the vibe I get.
something.
It's like,
Yeah,
fuck it,
exactly.
give him an energy
That's
rifle.
how I'm feeling right now.
But the map is going to get blown up and smothered by volcanoes, and there's going to have some new POIs. So about time they get rid of this shitty map caldera. Bring back Verdansk. Thank you. That's all.
Yeah, that'd be
Actually
great.
excited for the Warzone 2. I really hope it runs well, for one. I really hope there's not shit tons of meta guns, and I hope they change the gameplay. I don't
That would
want
be
it to
nice.
literally just be Warzone 2. I want it to be something slightly different.
Right.
Loadout drops shouldn't be a thing, unfortunately. I'm sorry for those of you who's that's not a battle royale. It's not a battle royale if you can fucking
It's
pick
really
up your
not.
meta loadout and kill somebody.
No.
No other battle royale has the ability to pick up a custom class and
See,
use it.
and that's where I think Warzone kind of isn't. Most battle royales these days, you have to find, unlike
loot.
Fortnite, you have to find your gun and you have to find your attachments for that gun.
That's how it should be.
I mean, Warzone, it's not bad the way it is now, where you can find things, but I agree with you. You shouldn't have a loadout. You can have somebody that's grinded on the game for lives in their
3
mom's
days on
basement.
multiplayer.
Sorry, not calling anybody out. But you're there hour and hours on end grinding this game out, and you get your weapon upgraded to the max. It's kind of an unfair advantage. It's kind
That
of
takes away the battle royale. You might as well go play
Yeah.
multiplayer at that point.
Exactly. That's how you feel.
If you
That's
want
how
a
I feel.
class, play multiplayer. Period.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully they do some changes. That's the one thing I want changed. I don't, because everybody just has the same fucking class and it's just boring. I mean, I wanna land on the same crate and get shit just like I do Apex, you know?
Right.
I want good, bad, and ugly. Thank you.
Good, bad, and ugly.
So Jeremy, game we talked about last week, Multiverses, I heard there were some new characters coming out. What's that all about?
There is actually, Jacob. So on Wednesday, the 23rd, not Wednesday, Tuesday. Why did I say Wednesday? Tuesday, tomorrow,
Wow.
August 23rd, we have a new character coming. It is Morty from Rick and Morty. We also have Rick, Black Adam, and Stripe from the Gremlins coming out sometime during Season 1. However, the fact that the game's premium Founders Pack contains 30 character tokens, which are used to unlock the players, means that there's got to be at least 16 still to be announced. There have been some leaks. There have been some confirmed things, like these 4 here have been confirmed. So we'll just have to wait and see what characters we get next. So if you guys like Multiverses, I liked it. I don't know how Jacob feels about it. It was a good change of pace. But
For sure.
yeah, expect new characters, lots of characters to come. These are just a few to come out during Season 1.
Absolutely.
Now, Jacob, let's
Yes.
let's talk about something that we I don't know how you feel for this game. I got some different vibes here and there with you for this. I want to know what you thought of Naraka BLADEPOINT.
You know, okay, for starters, okay, I by no means have a shitty computer. Now, mind you, I don't got this top of the line. I'm not rocking like a 39 Ti and a 12 gen, right? But I got, I would say above an entry level PC. I got a 3060 and a Ryzen 5 3600, right? And this game at not max settings, one tier down from max settings, ran like absolute shit. And I mean, that's just unfortunately the brute of it. I lowered my settings, game ran fine. So great. Not even opposed to it. I think movement is a little weird. At times it's just like,
It is some getting used
honestly,
to.
left click, right click, left click, right click, left click, right click,
The
left
weird
click.
thing,
That's
that
all I was doing.
I found that I thought about when you said that your graphics you had to lower was so Naraka says that the minimum requirements for the game are an i5 4th generation.
Okay,
4th
it's
gen
kind of an older
i5,
processor.
which for recommended recommended requirements,
Hmm.
you shouldn't be having these problems, which is very weird. So I feel like the game's not completely optimized yet.
Yeah,
But
and
hopefully,
there's a lot
I'm
going
hoping
on in
that
the
they,
game. I mean,
yeah, there
a
is.
lot of different animations and shit. A lot of customization. I mean, you can all have a custom character in and of itself. It's not like Apex where it's just a skin. Like it's a whole ass different character.
Right.
I mean, like I made mine look like a monster. So,
Oh God,
but
you should see his character. It's bad.
I mean, yeah. Overall, the gameplay was fun. A little difficult at times. Jeremy and I died to bots. Shit, like literally.
We literally played the bot mode and
And
lost
died
one of them.
on normal,
And
mind
normal,
you.
yes,
But
normal.
it's a fun game. It's an interesting game. I'm not gonna say it's bad by any means. I've definitely shit on games that we've reviewed much harder than this.
Yeah, there
Um,
is one thing I
but
hated about it. It's kind of like what we talked about last week with
huh,
Gravewood High. There is a huge, it's not huge, but there is a paywall. You can play the game for free, sort of. You can play the tutorial for free, and then you have to pay for the full game, which I
mm,
find kind of dumb. Why would you um, let somebody play the tutorial for free and then make them pay why not just play, put it as a demo? If you wanted to
right?
have somebody
Download a
just play the
demo,
tutorial, then
not
just
say it's a
play a
free
demo.
game, and
Exactly.
then
Which is,
charge me for it.
yeah, it's not,
Yeah.
it's honestly not cool, in my opinion. Not cool.
Yeah, but not a bad game. Again, it's on sale, $9.99 if you want to check it out. Um, I paid for it because it
I mean,
forced me to
we
for some
we
reason.
enjoyed it. It is a 60-player PvP for those people that don't know what it is. Um, you there was a lot of looting. A lot of
The looting
weird.
system is weird
It's
too,
yeah,
actually.
it's very weird. Even when you're playing online with regular players, it's not like your regular battle royale where you have a big map. Um, when you start off, you literally start off with about a quarter of the map or half of the map. You don't even get the rest of the map to spawn in. So they're throwing 60 characters, 60 players into half of a very small map. So you
Hmm.
pretty much have to be. This game is very fast paced. You have to get into a fight. You have to win that fight. But the problem
Third parties
is
are bad too.
there's so many. You have me and Jacob experienced at one point. We probably went into a war. There was like 10 people, including us.
10. Yeah, at
It
least
was
10.
it was ridiculous. We had no chance to heal. You literally just have to fight and then expect to get away. Grappling hooks are a big thing in the game to get away, which we found out. Um, but it overall, it's not not a grade A game, I would say, but it is still a good game. Um,
Still a fun game to play.
but it is one of those things. So another thing we found out to let you guys know, just in case you wanted to download this game, unfortunately, Naraka does not support the Xbox One. So if you have an Xbox One, you cannot play it. You can only play it on
Xbox
the
One
X
X
and
or
S. Right, you can only play it on the X or Series X or Series S, PC or PS5, which is kind of a big bummer. Considering, I mean, they're still making games for the Xbox One. I know they are porting most games over, but
Right.
this is it's sad to see that they're kind of putting the rest of the community on hold.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it is $10 until August 29th.
A
You
week.
have 3 editions. You have the regular edition, you have the deluxe edition, and the ultimate edition that you can purchase, and each are 50% off. So overall, Jacob, rating out of 10. Let's go.
Rating out of 10,
Yep,
5.5,
5.5.
maybe 6, 5.5,
Uh,
6.
I'm probably gonna say about this. I'm gonna say about 6. 6 out of 10.
I'd agree.
Yeah,
I'd say, I mean, it's not a bad game, hence why I'm rating it above a 5. Definitely is a fun game to play. I
it's
just think
something
it
to
probably
take a
get
break
very,
from Apex. Sometimes we just need that break in between.
yeah. It doesn't hurt to reset sometimes. So,
Right. So Jacob, do you remember what we talked about in the beginning of this episode?
um, free money.
Free money. You are absolutely correct. The weekly trivia question. What is
boy.
this week's trivia question, Jacob? I would love to know.
Absolutely. So Mario, yes, the red-hatted, mustached Italian Princess Peach saving self originated as a character in what classic video game? The classic video game. Where did he first originate from? Where did he start?
Where did he
was
first be
Super
seen?
Mario
Where was
as
he
we
first
know now.
seen? Okay. So
And go ahead.
no, just yeah. So if you have an answer to this question of ours, I was gonna say question of yours. No, this is our question to you. Let us know on our Twitter. Let us know on our website. Anything you want to do, you can go over to winloselisten.com and go to the contact us page, or you can go to the about us page and contact one of us separately, or any of our social medias: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok if you want. A lot of people are using TikTok.
A lot of people.
Tell us what the answer is. Tell us where Frankie is. And
See his cute little self last week.
yeah,
Looking adorable. Look at him.
look at
There.
him.
Living his best life.
See, and the
Chilling.
best
We're
part
over it.
was Frankie's revenge.
There's Frankie.
Don't you love it?
Gotta love it. Absolutely. It's not to love about it.
I know.
Look at Jeremy's arm. Just reaching over there, hitting the button to show Frankie. It's almost like he
Is
knew
that
what
my
was
arm?
happening.
Am I
That is
touching
your-
Frankie? Am I
I think
pushing the button
maybe,
for
yeah.
Frankie? Is there a button for
Well,
Frankie?
Frankie is his own. Frankie
Is-
is his own being.
Entity. Yeah. I'm not pressing any
come on, don't-
buttons. The only button I'm pressing is my
You're
mouse
pressing
button.
my buttons.
You pressing my buttons.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I feel it
I don't know.
sometimes.
Maybe.
I
Never
feel
know.
it sometimes.
So, thank you guys for tuning in with us today, checking out some new games with us, listening to some gaming news,
Hey Jacob,
and most importantly, yes,
let's give a little shout out to ourselves here. Jacob, where can you be found on social media?
sure, yeah. So, you can find me anywhere on social media at Decadren. That's on Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, my website, decadren.com. And Decadren is spelt just like it is below down here. You can see it right there. That's DECADRIN. Find me on anything, follow me. Check out the stream. I stream with Jeremy almost every night. So check it out if you're looking
Every
for a
night.
laugh or you just want to hang with us.
Yeah,
We're always looking for a familiar face to pop in and say hello.
we love playing
Jeremy,
with
where can they
viewers.
find you?
You can find me on any of the social medias, just like Jacob here. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, any of those. Even my website, which is currently in the works, itsdigs.com. And check out the stream at twitch.tv/itsdigs. Again, just like Jacob, you can see it right there, down below.
Right down below.
But come join
Check
us.
it out.
Come say hi. Let us know what you think of the podcast. Give us your thoughts. We wanna hear from you guys a little more. Definitely something we enjoy. We like to bring you these stories and just give you the overall news of what's going on in the gaming community that we all love.
Or love for the majority.
Right. We have our ups and downs. We have our fights. You know, just like a married couple. Me and video games.
Yeah, something like that.
But thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening.
And that's really all.
And remember, no matter if you're winning
Or losing.
you can always listen.
Thank you, and we will see you guys next time.
Until next time.